overall everything as a coach. You learn the tactical aspect of the game and the managerial aspect of the game, because I've worked with the semi-pro players that I have to be on my feet to think every day how to strategize, how to implement the tactical aspect of it on the field, and at the same time the managerial aspect of it, how to manage these players, because they're semi-pros. You don't want to upset one player, shout on him or back on him on a certain way that you will end up missing him for the rest of the season. That aspect of it, I think I've matured as a human being, and definitely as a coach, in this last season that went by. I've worked with a lot of top coaches, from Amokachi to Stephen Keshi to Betty Bowes to Lagerbach, and definitely I think with those coaches I've learned a lot. But what is lacking as a young coach, is what I've learned a lot this season. We always want the easy ride. We always say, okay, let's just have the easy ride. Get a team where they pay you pretty well, and at the same time you get fired in the next couple of months. We've seen a lot of players that end up being coaches in my generation that have fallen the same fate. When I took this challenge, it's a blessing from heaven. The good Lord saw me through my first 10 months, because what the goal was, we achieved it as an organization, as a whole, and we're really happy with that, and we focus on what God has for us for the next season. The first month is okay, what did I get myself into? Definitely, but being a very, very strong believer made me to realize that it's a blessing from heaven. An African being a head coach in Europe, and it's something that doesn't happen that often, and why should you complain? Why don't you just join the wagon train and see what God has in store for you? And after 10 months, He has shown me, and He made me develop, like I said earlier, as a manager, and as a human being. And if I had a job better than this, or still here next season, definitely, it would be a different ball game because of the experience that I've gone through. I love my football. I will fly back to first to Istanbul to go see my kids who are playing at Besiktas, and then I'll go back home to Nigeria, see my family. I lost my dad earlier last month, and I didn't make it back to the funeral. I'll go pay my respect, and then fly to South Africa, and continue doing my TV punditry that I do. And we'll see. And definitely, again, I will still be back, in Finland next month to. I've enrolled myself in the coaching course again, because I love to learn, and what I learn on the field and what I learn from more experienced coaches in the classroom will better my future as a coach. So that's one of the projects that I have going before the new season starts. The organization Top Sport, which Hercules is under, have a very good vision. They want to see themselves playing in the Champions League in the next 10 years. Now 1 year has gone, so in the next 9 years. So, but at the same time, we're a very small team, and financially we saw how we struggled this season. That's left for the administrators to find a way to sort that angle out, and for us, the technical coaches, is for us to just keep doing what we need to do on the field, get the right players, get them into shape. I've lost my coach this season. My coaching assistant job is vacant, and I'm sure a lot of people will love to have that opportunity to join the wagon train, and we'll just keep waiting and see who will apply. Definitely, I have my own coaching staff, back home in Nigeria. If financially, if we were able to handle and have an agreement with them, then they can come and join me out here. I told my players, it's a wonderful season. It's a season that was heaven sent, and it's a season that we achieved our goal, definitely, to stay up. We played all the teams that we played. We picked points one way or the other. Only the top two teams that we dropped all 12 points. So that tells you that the team really strived very hard, this season, and I congratulate the players on that. And I told them, thank you very much for the sacrifice and the determination that they put in, as a football players to make Hercules known around the globe. And I think we just have to build on that. And our fans, definitely. Our fans are growing every day, and we thank them for sticking with us. And we hope that they keep turning up next season, because next season, definitely by His grace, it will be a different chapter, with Jazz Hercules.